you are, and then you go back to your high school reunion, and it's like, holy crap, that is like that. You can't be the same person I went to high school with, right? So it's not quite like that. But when they come together with Octavia and the group in the bunker, for instance, it's like, wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. I want to know how this happened to you. And Bellamy has a hard time adjusting to who his sister has become, for sure, and vice versa.
Does that kind of create more friction amongst their already kind of crumbling relationship? Because they never really like settled things.
They got to a pretty good place, I think, in my mind anyway, at the end of season 4. You know, they were on the radio, and they told each other that they loved each other, and, you know, so I think they got to a pretty good place. And then, you know, Bellamy, of course, has spent the last 6 years thinking, I got to get down there, I got to help her, you know, I got to get back to my family, my sister. That's the thing that's always driven him. And so when he meets her again and he sees the way she is, yeah, for sure. You know, Octavia has had to do some really dark things to keep that group underground together and unified, and to lead them, she's had to make some really hard choices, which have kind of probably affected her soul on some level. She's really, really damaged is maybe the right word for her, but, you know, hopefully we understand why she is the way she is. You know, she didn't do anything that she didn't feel she needed to do, if that makes sense. But that's the tricky one. That's the one that I'm the most anxious and excited for the audience to sort of react to. Could go anyway. Could have been no, I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
What do you think the biggest challenge, like writing and creating this season was?
The time jump was definitely the biggest challenge in the sense of, you know, we needed to fill in those blanks for ourselves. Mm-hmm. What happened in that 6-year period? How to make sense of this world that we encounter in the bunker, you know, and how each of them has changed, and then putting them back together and, you know, being true to the fact that they are different, they're not the same. And then, you know, figuring out who they are now. And I mean that in terms of relationship, too. Like, Bellamy and Clark are very different. Bellamy now has this family, this one crew family, or space crew family, rather. Clark has her daughter, essentially. And what's going to happen this season when those two things don't need the same thing? You know, what happens when what's right for Maddie's not what's right for Murphy or Raven or Echo or the people that Bellamy now considers family. So we'll see conflict from that for sure.
Richard said that. Richard said that some of the actors filled in their own 6 years in space backstory. Did any of them come to you with, I think this is what I was doing for 6 years in space, and you said, no, that's not?
I'm sure that happened. I think it happens more like this, though. You know, we have conversations at the beginning of the season. I've worked with these guys for 5 years in most cases now, and I know how each of their processes work, and I'm available to them as much or as little as they want me to be. And then they'll do their homework and they'll fill in the blanks so that their characters are feeling real in the moment, and then they'll read a script